Well, the governors of four states, California, Texas, Arizona, and New Mexico, have all asked for National Guard troops. I'm a federalist, and I believe we should pay attention to the governors. And so I think we should send National Guard troops until we have sufficient border patrol and customs and other people that are necessary and complete the fence to secure our borders. I should think we should honor the requests of the governors and whatever additional measures need to be taken. I think one of the reasons that cross-border illegal immigration is down is also because of the economy in the United States, where people simply aren't hiring in the way that we were in good economic times. But I think we need to secure the border, and not only for illegal immigration, but the drug cartels and the violence associated with it is in danger of spilling over into the United States. Drug cartels pose an existential threat to the government of Mexico, and the border violence is obviously, as you well know, incredibly high.
You've argued that investigating or seeking to prosecute attorneys who formed the United States policy on torture during the Bush administration shouldn't be pursued because of a chilling effect on the ability of lawyers to give legal advice. Yuma has a pretty large military presence. What would you say to military personnel, so far the only individuals prosecuted for any misconduct in the treatment of prisoners, such as the guards at Abu Ghraib? Most of them are soldiers. What would your response be to military personnel about the policy of the Bush administration?
My response is, as the military knows very well, that what happened at Abu Ghraib was a lack of discipline and a lack of respect for the rules and regulations that are laid down for the treatment of prisoners, and the unit that was there did not respect any of those rules and regulations. And all military people that I know say that we shouldn't allow such things to happen again. In the case of legal advice that the president was given, we cannot prosecute people, in my mind, for giving bad legal advice. And so I think that the members of the military, including the United States Marine Corps at Yuma, agree with me that people should not violate the rules and regulations that are set up for them to adhere to. That is very different from the giving bad advice as legal counsel to the President of the United States.
And what advice would you give the President? What would you suggest he do to get past this episode?
He never should have released those memos, in my view. He never should have said that there's the possibility of prosecuting the legal counsels, and he should state categorically that he is telling the Attorney General of the United States that we need to move on. We need to move on and put this behind us. We are still in two wars. Americans are in harm's way, and we also still face the threat of another attack on the United States of America. That's where we should devote our efforts and energies.
Pakistan and Afghanistan are the new hotspots in the Middle East, but violence in Iraq is still making news. What's your assessment of the Obama proposals to leave Iraq and ramp up the U.S. military presence in Pakistan and Afghanistan?
I generally support the President's policies towards Iraq and Afghanistan, and I've worked with the administration on it. I've always said that we will probably have residual forces in Iraq and that we must adjust as to the situation on the ground. There has been an increase in violence in Iraq, and we need to help the Iraqi military, both in Baghdad and other parts of the country. I've always argued for a larger Marine Corps and Army so that we could handle this and other contingencies. Things are very tough in Afghanistan now as well as Pakistan, and we have a long, hard road ahead of us. And with a new strategy as we move into southern Afghanistan, there's going to be, unfortunately, an increase in casualties as there was when we initiated the surge. We cannot afford to allow Afghanistan to return to being a base for extremist organizations which would launch attacks on the United States and our European allies.